No telling how far you can go. This is the side of the bracket that Vitality on. But if we find out that MOUZ are in rare form, or that Spirit are going to do even better than they did in the last stage, who knows who's going to be the next contender. And a new map for the series between these two lineups.
Starting off fast, huh? Xerxin immediately out into sight. Shiro's going to find Spinks through smoke. That's a beautiful opening. And look at the deep challenge that MOUZ are already trying to take to Spirit. Whittle down some HP over towards CT. Man advantage Spirit for a retake in the pistol.
Yeah, one pick-off's enough. That Spirit are going to be confident right now. MOUZ know they have to do a little bit more.
And this smoke's not going to last forever. Of course, no more utility here for MOUZ. Bomb about a third of the way gone. This one's still just that slow burn, and here we go. This is what we want. The bloodbath about to begin with the wide swing. Triple push out from Spirit.
Here he comes.
Taps down two. And so immediately, Torji is going to be put down to the clutch. Standing out in the open, guns down one. They're challenging him one at a time here. He's trying to slide out. Bomb not planted for Torji, actually. Yeah. And so his hand was forced to swing all the way in.
Now we'll find out who is the hunter and who is being hunted.
Again, they get their hands very close to grabbing this A site, but Donk's going to remain unkillable.
Wow.
7-0 is the start to this quarterfinal for Donk. No teammates really yet needed. Chopper called on, swings into more than one player. Donk looking for his next duel. They come to him. Great reaction, and that's a bomb dropped. This is a problematic situation now here for MOUZ. Look at that bomb. Just sitting on top of it is Zontic with Donk right next to him. This is a round that fizzles out, and we're no longer talking about Desert Eagles.
Yeah.
Fully fledged gun round denied by who? Donk out the gates.
Yeah, that's a really rough move. Jumping stairs in general is almost a sign of desperation depending on what kind of attack you're bringing in, but especially when you've got the bomb on your back. That one landing at the bottom of the stairs, and it wasn't just Donk there as well. Two CTs waiting at the bottom of connector.
Question will always be, is Donk enough?
Yeah.
Shiro missed chance from Catwalk. That could have been an equalizing kill in this second gun round.
Yeah, here's an opportunity now for MOUZ. Now you got to start thinking.
And they find a bit of space. This walkout from Spinks. You know, again, skin shown towards mid draws the eyes of Spirit.
They aren't fully prepared.
And this connector fight's been happening time and time again, but the walk up from the ramp's gonna flush through them. Donk decides to reposition, and that's gonna cause the crosshair off the mark. This time the difference is Spinks comes out from ramp, finds that full focus towards mid, and it is a solution for MOUZ.
Yes, so one missed shot from Shiro. An opportunity here as Donk gets pushed over top of the stairs because Chopper goes down without a kill.
Molotov for the cat play. That's going to open the door for MOUZ. This is different.
I like this. Actually set play. They called this out of spawn. This one's being watched. Oh, Zontic's going to see this.
Yeah, he's stuck in the corner. There's fire in front of it. Great delay coming out of Spirit. MOUZ opt to do something different after finding their first piece of success, and then they pause. And this got Spirit a little awkward. Eventually, we're going to get another player added. Here comes Brolin off of Catwalk, getting it going for MOUZ. Missed shot! Shiro's giving space back over.
Here's a chance.
We found the solution in. Again, an assist. Donk arrives on the scene. Jimmy's got the answer.
How's he going to get out of this?
He can't find another fight, and it is Jim Hat with a triple.
Oh, now we're talking, MOUZ.
That's the solution. Slides around the site. If he's going to pull plays like that out with it, deserves the recognition.
I like that we test Shiro again. Nice. Oh, he passes.
Yes. Had a little bit of slack to make up for, right? Missed shot 2 rounds in a row that could have definitely put a dampening on the mood for MOUZ. It's also just such an indication to probably some activity outside that window, especially with how often MOUZ have been trying to throw that.
Yeah, good point.
This looks like a revert back to kind of the opening moves that MOUZ were going for. Again, positioning Spinks outside of this window. His job won't be made easy thanks to that nade. And then it's been generally this slip up through connector, but oh, he's gone!
Great shot.
Nicely done from Zontix over on the other side of Cat. He gets himself the double, and with that really takes the wind out of the sails here for MOUZ. They thought, we've got the Donk frag. And when Donk goes down, the door is open. When you're banking on an entry like that on Donk, it's a shame that we're not getting Xerxin kind of in his zone yet so far on Mirage.
Yeah, you could see that he's been focused on in some of these early portions of the round. Oh man, Shiro, listen, he might be missing, but the amount of opening kills right now.
He is everywhere as well. Taking a shot down through connector. Catching first blood to the favor of Spirit. But a couple of bodies up in Palace. Great flashbang to deal with Donk. And then Jimmy comes in with an entry. Shiro down after that. The chase is good. Both of those players, both in con and over towards Palace with protocols in place. Easy pickup. What the hell you think you're going, Zontix? Sent packing. In this one, MOUZ find an answer. And that flash on Donk totally neutralized them on the stairs.
Yeah, I think, and again, utility, when they think about Donk, has been such a key for the MOUZ game plan.
It's been a very slippery T-side, I think, from MOUZ. Haven't really seen too much repetition, barring that round where they revert back to the connector entry. The one that Zontix stops, and Donk tries to change it up, but a bit of a faster tempo comes out middle here for MOUZ, and already they've got everybody else prepared to hit this site. We're gonna leave Xerxin inside con. Spinks just lurks out through Palace, and then they frazzle Magix close on ramp. Now this is a sweep.
They have demo vision right now, the way they're getting these kills. And it feels like that play that Donk just made up mid, that's the one they were fishing for the last few rounds. No chance to fight back again.
Here we go. MOUZ had to fight for an opening in this T-side. Out of the gate, we said Spirit looked like they were one step ahead. The way they leaned back didn't give MOUZ what they wanted. And as this half's gone on,
that is such a great recovery already.
MOUZ have opened this up. 5-0 start for Spirit out the gate has suddenly cooled off. But here we go, final round of play. And if you had any doubt that MOUZ were not gonna seize this opportunity in quarters, 5-0 start for Spirit.
It's a heavier B lane, not great guns here. How are you gonna stop this? Oh, how are you finding that kill, Donk?
Just lines it up. There's been so much pressure on him in the staircase. He's looking to change position. I like that. Feels like they've had a lot of answers for him. Oh, that's a scout headshot. All right.
You said it was an unfair comparison. What if you aim for the head?
Well, we're trying to do this with lesser weapons. Spirit really felt like they had given this first half back over to MOUZ. But we're going to get ourselves a big retake coming in on A. Spinks looks to keep his head down. Torzy over towards the ramp, loses his line of sight, but that's just an invitation to grab the AK. Spinks starts to line him up. And with two knocked down, it's Torzy yet again away from that bomb. Donk's got a kit, and he's taking it all the way. A 7th round from Spirit. A small answer in a great response out of MOUZ.
They had a couple heroes emerge. I think Gimpat had a great half overall. His trades were really key in those first couple of wins. And now they're back online.
There's that flash thrown out by Brolin. Sets up Spinks. Cheeky headshot on Shiro, but there's the answer back. Magic's got flashes too. And so suddenly for a second, that B site looks real lonely. Brolin's gonna throw himself over.
It's a very hard position to rotate from. We got two in connector right here, but the CTs are worried about B.
Yeah, it's gonna catch him off, huh? Torzy and Xerxin inside. Con really taking the wind out of their sails with a follow-up headshot on Chopper. This pistol comes crumbling down around Spirit.
There was no way for them to know, but they kind of misread the situation. The connector smoke, and they didn't go forward with the cat split. Now Zontix
trying to fight out of this, but well tethered here are the MOUZ players.
Yeah. I mean, and in these moments where they flash retake mid and they don't see everything, Spirit are getting a little scarier. How close are they and which side are they going to?
Ooh, flash right in. Perfect call here from Brolin and Torzy to combine for that one. Starts to get Spirit to make their moves. Spinks looking to get active along the wall with Pat. He will find himself 1.5 kills. That's Shiro down to half health, bomb on his back. Man advantage maintained as we hit 25 seconds. Xerxin kind of checking out this sea of smoke. Doesn't want to be the piece that lets this A site fall. Oh, even gets the headshot up into Palace, so he's really going to be adamant about this one not being taken over by Spirit.
MOUZ are in the lead now after this. This is going to be a save 10 seconds. No chance back in this. This is amazing search work for MOUZ. They're two flashes. Even though they don't see anything in middle, they turn that to the A ramp. They make sure they find someone before they back up. In the right corner.
Yeah, and if they are there, they're blind as hell.
They're dead.
Torzy, opening kill. Easy does it on Zontix. Chopper just chucking some flashbangs, looking to fluster Jimmy. Takes more than that.
Yeah, Zontix peeked that real early. We were talking about a round with 2 Tech 9s left here for Spirit.
Xerxin, though, gives up half his health. Frag Grenade's gonna just barely chip away at it as well, but again, activity coming out from MOUZ this time. Donk's gonna get the better of it. But as he crosses back, Torzy's got the answer.
That's a great refrag.
And even within these last 2 rounds, Xerxin also getting the Palace kill 1 round ago, even when Spirit try to put that squeeze on site, when they try to prevent the movement, the mobility of MOUZ, they're losing bodies in the process. So 4v3 for MOUZ. MOUZ certainly signing up for allowing Spirit to get away with this.
It's kind of like
0 contact over towards Palace.
how much site control are they comfortable with? Because they might walk into this.
Got a player still up top. That's presence spotted. Bomb's gonna get planted. Also gonna get set ablaze. Chopper, he doesn't have the health. Oh, he does. He just put it down.
But it has to be a 2v4.
In the dying milliseconds, he is able to put Shiro and Magix into a perfect place to clutch. Now again though, bomb is not planted for Shiro, and we've already seen the shortcomings of having to come back around to default, and so Shiro's not gonna play that game. He's gonna extend. He's gonna look for a little love out here somewhere on that site. He times it to perfection. Reaction here from Magix, and it gets away from him. Halfway through, 2 of the 4, but they can't hang on, and so MOUZ's lead starts growing.
Yeah, 1 extra kill in either position, and it's a really reasonable 1v2, but that doesn't happen. MOUZ do not. Eyes off Cat. We don't have MOUZ thinking about retaking mid control just yet.
One might come down to the wire though, 40 on the clock. Bit of presence shown inside connector. Xerxin turns his back as they look to flood the site. Choppers at the very least got this one going, but it's the only piece that's worked out for Spirit, and the bomb was dropped in the middle of that connector hold.
Yeah, there's 2 players on Cat. They just want to fight this a little bit. Oh, they forget about under Belk.
Chopper's got the answer though, tapping away. 2 kills, all he's allowed.
Uh-oh.
MOUZ still hanging on, even though it ever so slightly started to slip towards Spirit. Gonna have to fight for every single chance. Xerxin dropping some supportive util over towards middle, but then eyes turn towards Palace as that frag grenade takes a good chunk out of 2 of these players for Spirit. It does nothing to slow down the cross out from Tetris. Brolin's gonna run the risk of going over top. For a second there, he's exposed, gets dinked, gets taken down. Off chance here for Torji to stop him on the ticket, looking to punch their numbers. But they allow for him to get away, because Chopper doesn't want to chase with the bomb. I mean, the result of the round rests in his hands, and you give Xerxin a chance. He actually oversteps, and now they're fighting back again!
Wait, was that a mistake? There's 2 in CT. They understand the retake's coming this way. They're dipping out.
They're bailing out, they're gone. They want to leave through that jungle, but Torchi's already on it with smoke.
Oh, he
definitely slows this down, but we still have time to go either direction. This round's gonna get messy. Chopper gets caught.
He watches it.
Thinking he had it. Thinking he'd outpositioned him.
And 1 bit of movement has changed the direction of this round. Shiro missed that jump, but now he's coming back to the A site, about to get peek taken out by Jim Fat. Great round here from Torzi. The pickoffs are beautiful. 4v2 should not have been possible.
We could be talking about a flawless CT side if MOUZ can just collect 2 more round wins. Oof, good dinks coming out of Spinks as he signs up for that fight. Magix though, he's removed. Man advantage yet again.
That was lightning fast.
Those are the adjustments that Donk has to offer. Slick snap towards Catwalk.
He always finds a way to shine through.
We saw a near 2 versus 4 come together a couple of times already, so let's see if MOUZ can piece this one together. Zontix though, gonna do what he does. Leans back, plays it cool, never ever flustered.
And shoots for the body.
Yes, sir. Take him down at the knees.
Okay, well.
So impressive CT side, but not flawless.
Not flawless, no. But what a diamond Donk is. That second kill on Cat is a total round changer. Great reflex, hard shots and everything like that. But when we talk about sheer volume of frags, obviously it's a tale as old as time. Donk far ahead. A lot of his teammates are lagging here.
They decide to go all eyes on A.
Yeah,
It's gonna be big pressure. Brolin trying to slip into cover. Jimmy's got this right angle, and 2 kills go both directions. Xerxin's on the scene to try to help. Oh! Just sprays away at it, slowly slicing into Chopper. Spinks has got his headshot off into the clutch. It's Shiro's chance to shine.
Oh, you know Shiro in the clutch.
This is what he does.
He's here on a negative KD, had some great moments, but the scoreline doesn't reflect it. With this round, he changes that.
Donk may be a world-class opener, but Shiro is Spirit's closer. And as he fake plants once, it's a reposition. 30 seconds on this clock. What you think of Shiro? Runs the risk. There's no, the wall bank's gonna take him down, so he could still clutch this, but now he's gonna have to dodge what other bullets come his way.
How are they not going to trade this? Shiro knows he has a few more seconds. You could see the respect as Spinks had peeled back so much. It's giving Shiro time.
Right now, Zershin's got that kit, and he's coming in from jungle. And if Spinks walks out from that palace, so long as Shiro stops thinking about his flank, he could damn well lock this in. Zershin's gonna start working his way past that bench. Bomb ticking fast now. Flash good. Shots empty. It's only a Glock for the sidearm, and he's somehow gonna have to get Zershin off this defuse. Spinks hits the headshot, and Shiro, for a second, looks like a shell of himself.
That was
Lacks
great.
the confidence to close that out, and
excellent.
MOUZ take 12.
That's right, map point, insane.
And he got his hands on them through the smoke 1 round ago, but again, it's a deep position here from Spirit, and it is MOUZ lying in wait, eating flashbangs in the process.
It let him by, but not up into connector.
Up cat, they'll go. Challenge over towards the bench. You've got Donk low, but a low Donk's not a dead Donk. Slide out here from Jimmy to be tested as an anchor. Yet again, he will give himself smoke to play within, and he loses teammates in the process.
Oh, but they opened up A again. The bomb could go back if it wants to.
If it
but
wants
Donk,
to.
It's in the sight.
It takes a step forward. Opera shows himself. Jimmy's really lost control of the positioning on the site, and so Magic's gonna be looking to punch in those numbers. Looks like MOUZ on a save.
Wow, they earned this one, man.
1 down, 3 to go. Ooh, it ain't pretty if you're MOUZ.
Yeah, that's kind of wild because they invested heavily in behind these saves off that pause.
What? Trying to test it. Oh, he's out through the window.
What? He could see. That was just insane. A beautiful pickoff here. It's like they were not ready for that at all.
I mean, what a perch for Zershin to get a first opening kill. And of all the people to get caught off, you've got Donk down.
Yep.
And so if the tale here is going to be that Spirit is more than Donk, time to prove it to the rest of the squad.
That's the prize possession. We're going to go for some elevation, it looks like.
Oh, just sat there on the op. Oh, gonna get the headshot. A couple of very key op kills from Shiro in these last couple of rounds.
Was he watching that with a Hawk's eye, or did he adjust?
I don't
Either
know.
way, it was important.
I mean, his snap into connector last round tells me he can hit anything at the moment.
As great as that tactic was, we are looking at a round now where MOUZ are talking about a FAMAS, a 5-7 here. They only have a scout. MOUZ are probably reading this by and thinking, like, they've showed us some strength with that M4 kill, but they cannot be fully stocked.
Zontic's waiting it out. Here he comes. Ooh, his test bested.
Yeah, I think they slowly need to increase their grasp as we get to 40 seconds. I think MOUZ know what's going on. Crazy spot for this scout to be in.
This would have to be a gnarly round from Torji, and instead he's just getting blindsided. Zontic yet once more steps out, finds his success, and puts Spirit into double digits. Last player spotted as well, so unfortunately here for MOUZ, it's a great opening kill from Zershin. Don't know how he found that angle.
And yeah, we're talking to, I mean, this makes OT feel a lot more likely. We'll see if there's a, some kind of crazy eco round coming up here for MOUZ. But for now, Spirit are just gonna hope they can get this last gun down. Spirit's running out of, Zershin's running out of spaces that he can stand in safely.
What a squeeze this will be.
Yeah, he's in the market, but he can't buy a way out. It is 10 rounds now for Spirit.
All right.
Very good play here for Zontix, of course, ever careful in his spot.
So Shiro hunts for it.
Yeah, Shiro's got a significant advantage. They need a really focused around him in this position.
Like you said, no op, no counterpart. But they can't take up some space. Zershin looking for it here, but so blind!
Oh, it's perfect.
Chopper's able to find it. Out towards A they go. Donk is on the run. Roland's on the rebuttal. And Spinks is gonna connect out middle. They play with their food. And we have seen 2v4s fall apart for Spirit. We've also seen them come dangerously close. Oh!
Wait, what? It's possible!
The shadows! Again! Zontix is a demon!
Shiro can't leave. He's in front of the bomb. Zontix goes down to connector. He's on 19 HP. Doubled up in CT. Full fog of war. The CTs don't know what the Ts are planning.
MOUZ in that moment lose half their forces lose all of the information. And with the pieces that they still have here to pull this off, Shiro's got good cover. Cautious about Ticket.
Oh, but
Has Corsi found a chance?
The smoke is genius. How are they going to think about Zontix in this spot?
Again, he's going to try to cast them off guard, and again he will! Walks through smoke into connector, takes it for his own. And now Jimmy looking to slip out through sight. Shiro's gone unnoticed. Jimmy knows that you're over towards Khan, tries to hunt you down. Oh, he gets it up close. Swaps over to the off, and Zontix is gonna have to be the nail in the coffin. And look at this, ice in his veins.
He will not peek.
He sits on top of it, gives him the frag.
Wait, does he get
Jimmy, in an act of desperation, has no kid, and we go all day.
Overtime, baby.
So we replenish the coffers, the cash flows, and the action continues with Shiro taking an early look over towards apartments, his counterpart down underpass. Insta-kill on Donk again.
That is such a key shot.
There have been a lot of rounds where Donk goes down first.
Yeah, like, look at the position that he would have been in. Hard to get out of. Lots of nades coming their way. Oh, he's gonna die.
No way, all util. All 100 health taken down by grenades off of the opening op shot. This is MOUZ with an emphasizing answer.
Yeah, he needs to step out of that. But you know what? There's still room to actually make something happen. And there are no eyes on middle. The split is going to the other site with that pickoff. 2 players here, but they are paired up in the back of the site.
Look at this position. I mean, Spinks, assuming he doesn't fall off of this.
But look how far they'll walk up because of this.
Oh man, Magic is inching his way ever closer.
They're avoiding the vision of Jimmy.
This is going to be another collapse if MOUZ fumble it. Magic's in a perfect position to strike. Catches them fully off guard. Jimmy off of the bench gets his. Peeks around. Can't get a second. It is Matches to answer. Search and burn into the open. Fire at his feet. Fire on the fingertips. Doesn't allow for Shiro to plant. And so MOUZ get the first in OT.
They wanted him to come out of that window, but there was not enough HP to defend that jump. Scary moment. That plant could have come in. Again, this pairing, Jimmy and Spinks over on B site. Mirage has been pretty solid, especially for Jimmy today.
With all that vacancy over towards the A site, Jimmy starts to get a little nervous.
This split is so constricting. That's one shot I don't think you can afford to miss.
You said he was kind of leaving some out there, and he's going to get chased down. Absolutely pinched Jimmy back from bench again. And finally, Donk not dead in the opening fight means he's got impact in hand.
There wasn't enough vision. It actually came down to Spinks, right? He wasn't deep enough, but actually now there's a chance for a retake. We're talking about overtime. Zerson's going to go the long way around through the back.
Luckily for MOUZ, they win that first round in overtime. They can afford to be swept out.
Are Spirit going to maximize his post plant? That's the question. Zontix, pressure on you, buddy.
Playing behind the shelves, Brolin, no nades. It's going to be gun in hand, and it's a free delivery for Zontix. Deep market positioning.
That's pretty cool because they have Shiro watching Cat, so no one can walk up on Zontix behind him. They have that early warning system. This time on the bomb is going to bleed down. That's a response from Spirit, and a very strong one. And actually, I think the least convincing start to a round for MOUZ that we've seen in some time.
Trying to chase the kills here. Torji, what you up to?
Everyone's gone.
He lets him know he's nearby. Spinks very quickly back onto an M4. To hell with the scopes, he says.
Man, this is a really interesting moment. It's the same thing as last time.
Gonna be an opening for Donk, can't turn it around. Very quickly, ready to answer that walk up through the middle. And so Chopper head down, looking for an answer, sees the barrel, freebie sitting there, but again, it's fast reactions. And it's gotta be said, MOUZ is tethering off of one another. We have seen rounds like this where once Spirit's opening moves have been found out, it's a quick wave out of the MOUZ players to sweep them.
It's also very pragmatic. Last time they tried something different by having Spinks on and off because it's overtime. But he is now in ladder room. He hasn't really played ladder room that often. It's a great spot for him. And even though they take him out, he has way more support this time. He's rifling, which is a lot more comfortable. And there's one shot here for MOUZ to take 2 rounds in overtime.
It's an edge.
That's well done.
First 16 for the win. 1 round here secures that second overtime for MOUZ. Oh, already trying to take it to top middle. Brolin shut down and no multi-kill out of Xerxin here on the attack. Jimmy slips down into the A site. And he's got the bomb with Torji right behind him.
Spinks is lodged into the window. I think Magic saw him. He'll get away. This starts to be a retake. It's 2v3 for the moment. But
he's
they don't
keep players preoccupied. The fact that he drops down, look at Shiro still locked in, waiting for this arrival. And patience pays off. At the very least, to put it back into the even 2v2. Jimmy gets off site. Torji does the same. Where's that bomb planted?
This is going to take an enormous mistake, but you know what? Zontix maybe finds the only route that they can pull this off, but he might have to start running. We'll see.
Bombs off for either player. Jimmy and Torji are going to have no line of sight on this bomb. Zontix is the player with the kit. Oh, but he misses his chance. At least Shiro's able to get him out from that, but now the kid is up on top of Palace. Shiro's going to have to chase the kills. There is no chance at this. That slide out onto the A site will give MOUZ 2 more chances to shut down Mirage.
Jimpat saves the day.
Nades in hand, and you can see it coming. If you're on the MOUZ side, this is looking like a hard hit. And Chopper's gonna be at bat first, just behind the bricks. Trying not to lose his head, he will hold on to his ground. Torzi's gonna get the answer back. Op online from ramp, Magic's off position, catches them with their guard down and donks into the kill feed with a double. Here's the answer out of Brolin. He's got a couple of his own, 2 more to go. Clipped as he jumps through the sky. 1 round decides it yet again.
Oh, the follow through was there for MOUZ actually.
Spirit have survived 5 map points on Mirage.
Spirit after winning that round. We're talking about Magic's on an MP9.
After winning, ouch. Here you go, reap your rewards. Good luck, kid. Little utility and
he's so fast.
Timing, perfect timing. The guillotine set, but Donk able to drop his utility into connector. He's going for the fight. He saw it for a second. A quick vision. Brolin able to zone him. And so now it falls onto Shiro with a deagle in hand. He tries to slide behind him, spams away into the gut, brings it back. 3v3 and turns with an AK now in hand. He knows he's pinched, and they're trying their damnedest to get him out of here. All hands on deck for MOUZ to close this. Zontix and Magic's work up from Ticket. They announce themselves, at least one does, and we talked about that limitation here in the MP9. Magic's ready to try to swing. Can the cover really be that good? Torzi over towards connector. Spinks gets it going. Zontix back, and he was so instrumental in the clutch that pushed them into overtime. Tasked to do it again. It's all they can think about. He is their nightmare fuel at the moment. And the shade tries to come from the shadows yet once again, but there is an op holding this position. Oh, he gets the damage in. But time's ticking quickly. Incendiary down into connector. Torji's feet to be burned. No way!
The MP9!
Don't you dare! Puts a smoke on top of the bomb. Now he has no vision!
He's gonna dive it.
1 second! He got to double OT! Nightmare fuel!
Here, he took that time with pure conviction. Knew exactly how every moment would go. He had the vision.
To hell with Copenhagen. Zontix now a major champion. Plays that round like one. Jimmy trying to jump down into the site. Brolin's got the first one. Jimmy's gonna collect the second. It's a hard-hitting MOUZ looking to get this A site under wraps, looking to waste no time. In the first round of OT2, Donk just sits here like a statue. Nothing he can really offer. Xerxin pops his head, and it's a Magic's 1v4 that he's not even gonna take a swing at.
Man, it's MOUZ are just excellence, right? We're getting a lot of really cool moments late round here for Spirit, but answers back immediately for MOUZ. It was such a slow start, again, at the beginning of this game, but ever since, like, the team play has been beautiful. Their site execs are solid. Their trading is fantastic. There's almost no notes for them.
And he doesn't really have the widest angles either.
No, it's quite brave to play here, but you at least get deep and early information. So if they cross, you can't just simply get out of the window that quickly, especially Zontix. He can catch the jump outs, but if he goes down, I don't know about that.
Not ideal, that's for damn sure.
Now Magic's stressed.
There was already pressure on him. Shallow angle now just stuck behind this pillar. It's gonna have to be some close combat opping.
It's a quick scope.
Beautiful stuff out of Magic's. He hits that for 92. Player up in apps, drop by by Donk, who slips out through the window, dealt with by the cat player. It's a good answer yet again from Brolin. Just enough time to grab bomb. Shiro on the hunt.
He's ready!
Gets his as well. Unbelievable stuff. Spinks with the instant headshot. We go down to a clutch again. And that bomb ticking. Chopper soon on the scene. And Spinks doesn't know exactly where he's got off to.
Yeah, he's slow to it, but Spinks, he's guessing. Both players, who knows when this opportunity is going to present themselves. Chopper wins it, denies the 1v2. They're trying to assemble a similar B split here.
I mean, it's going to be heavy out through the apartments with these two in hand. Jimmy and Spinks on the attack. Donk loses his line of sight. He's got a nade to try to crack it open, but Chopper! Oh, Chopper spams smoke! And that is just a golden ticket for Brolin to pounce on top of both.
And the bomb gets away, but Shiro gets killed.
Zontix isn't able to get his just yet. That's a position known. Torzy now climbing back up into Cat. They will catch Zontix. But now at the moment, we've got Spirit still defending both sides. Jimmy gets that B side down. 20 on the clock.
The bomb has to go somewhere, and it can't cross Cat just yet. They've got to approach.
What if Shiro stops it? It's trying to go up Cat, but the jungle player's gonna lock this in.
Another great flash.
Sketchy stop though for a second.
Yeah, very. Doubles. They're not trying to game rotations too much. They're trying to go full strength and hope that MOUZ have set up incorrectly. And on the A ramp, MOUZ have been pretty solid.
Ooh, Shiro just slides into it, but they don't know about Spinks. The wide swing from Chopper. All right, MOUZ looking for some kind of a response to hold back this A site. It all banks on Xerxin. He is pinched. This is a time-limited situation for Xerxin, and now we're talking about MOUZ going down with absolutely nothing on that half of the map.
They have been a boa constrictor here. And they put the pressure towards the A ramp. It's exactly where MOUZ tried to respond to, but that op was, again, on point. There'll be no answer here. It's pretty amazing how decisive some of the positions that we're finding from both teams.
MOUZ slid two players down on that ramp. They knew what they were signing up for. Okay. Magic's gonna make the save all the harder.
They desperately want him dead.
Hate to break it to you, Jimmy.
They want to make sure there's no op if they win another round.
Down for the count.
Yep.
All of MOUZ cleared. We get tied up again.
They peel back out. I don't think they re-mollied top mid either, so they don't know if there's a lurker. This actually shrinks the map a lot now for MOUZ, and this will be a very impressive window smoke as well. CTs will have to guess a little bit.
Opening kill. Zontix has been a monster from inside this Palace position.
Torzy chimes in.
And he's going to be banking on Xerxin to hold Palace. If not, he's worried about it himself. And the longer he keeps any attention on that, the more players from Spirit
that molly
that
start
to slip up that ramp. They are already surpassing Sandwich. They are climbing over top. They are simply swarming this bomb site, and Xerxin will do nothing about it. Long have we waited for Spirit to get back in control of this game. And they slice through that A site like it's nothing.
Yeah, like butter, baby.
Running for the hills here is Spinks.
Again.
Too late to the party. The first time in this map, MOUZ faced the loss.
They don't get the kill at top mid. This is a position where Spirit get information. I think whether MOUZ realize it or not, but they get blocked out totally out of their data on mid control. The window smoke comes in, and it's a very decisive action. Before MOUZ can figure out how to get info back somewhere else, they move into their A setup. And Zontix taking the first kill, something you also love to see. Someone who can move too slow sometimes here has been the savior. He's honestly the reason that they're even obviously in overtime.
Jimmy sits in the corner and it doesn't. Oh, Donk skips the process.
He looked at it and looked away before he even shot.
It's a half-ass clear, and when we go back into some previous critical rounds, they are often off of the back of Donk going down first empty-handed. Here we go again.
I want to say you cannot afford to make that mistake, but how many bad positions have Spirit found their way out of, even without Donk?
Countless. Because guys like Zontix step up when push comes to shove. The team around Donk is the reason that they've still got something to stand on.
They're finding the right call. There's no one here in ladder room. They're still bringing the split forward.
It's within silence that they do make this move. Smoke fades. Xerxin exposed. Only have the Famas there to work with. Spirit themselves have faced 6 knockout blows on Mirage, and with one chance to send MOUZ into a tailspin, they will take this attack to the B site in only a few moments. We are down to 25 seconds.
Biggs is hiding.
He's just gonna keep this corner locked in. From the side, it's Jimmy down with nothing. It's gonna have to be Spinks, and he's gone unnoticed long enough. Trade back from Zontix yet again. Oh, T3.
And so it becomes 1 map point here for MOUZ. Going to another overtime. Donk is angry.
He's gonna try to chase you down. The beast is off the leash, trying to charge you through this site, but his teammates falling in the process. Fast reaction from the repositions, and that is bomb on the ground for the time being. Shiro soon to scoop it up, and you do still have Donk out here.
Yeah, right.
And as long as he's got a little room to work with,
They got him down to 10 HP.
let him feast. Him and Chopper, feet firmly on the ground of this B site. Soon, Shiro will have that red carpet rolled out so that he can join them.
What?
And he's gonna go ahead and take down the Cat player. It is all on Torji. It's a Spirit answer again.
Full recovery as soon as they break into another overtime. Donk said, this window smoke will come down. The CTs have some vision. They should know what's taking place. But to be honest, this is 2 players on a big flank right now.
This is 2 players hard committed to a long road. A journey and a half, but as Spirit are stalled over towards B, if they don't take a chance and play through this smoke,
Do they know something's wrong? Right now, they're not watching it.
not one set of eyes turns to their flank. Not one Spirit member has thought about it. Now Chopper finds out, and suddenly it's gonna be white faces for the Spirit side stuck inside the apartments. Shiro thinks maybe he can turn fast enough, but that second player's found, and this is the cleanest of sweeps from MOUZ. Proactivity on the CT side. It finally pays off.
We had one round where Shiro got a kill on the A ramp and stopped that reclear. But most of the time, MOUZ have done a great job of taking it. They haven't lost players. They found it when it's empty. Here's another example of that. And they do this one so early.
Beauty of that is they get to go back to the hotel, sit in that, stew in it for an entire day before they take to the stage for play. Fast again, Donk looking for his action early. Gets met by Torzi, deep angle. Okay, another. This is Torzi looking to tear them up. And then Zershin's able to hold back on connector, so very swiftly, Spirit try to take the fight to MOUZ's defense. Pelted by utility, bombarded in the palace.
It's suddenly in 6th gear.
And a quick answer out of MOUZ, off of the tack pause.
Every single play now is 6th gear.
That was Hallie who tried to control the momentum of the round. That
Yeah.
was him who took the pause, called something. We talked about in that listen in the confidence that MOUZ were sort of exuding. It's 1st to 22. And MOUZ quick to take over mid control. We've got a double cat setup, which means nobody inside of this B site. Will it catch them off? Chopper over from connector, combined with Magix, sets them up comfortably 5v3, and Brolin's a little too late to get anything back, but he does have Spinks right with him. Ooh, they could get tricky.
Oh, he's ready to make this play.
Sneaky.
He's drooling about this. He wants to make something happen for his team. We know him in these late game situations.
Oh, the flash again! Again! Same flash, same result, but I will put a spell on this one.
Wait.
Bomb is back in
They
mid.
didn't get it. They were just so focused on making sure this happened, but they need to go back and get that while they keep the ace sight. Sometimes you can't have both. The thing is, Spirit don't know that they've got to go find it. MOUZ can get crafty with this one.
Jimmy takes up a position that could damn well catch Spirit off guard. Things have felt too quiet. We've got Chopper and Magix carving some information off at the top of stairs.
Yeah, Chopper and Magix, these are going to be the first 2 contacts, right? When does Shiro get into this?
He's taking a deeper angle.
Oh.
Brolin's starting to find the solution. We go back even 3v3. Nobody fights to stop it. Oh, he does.
Yeah.
There's all 3 kills in the blink of an eye.
Honestly, perfect setup, right? Covered all the options.
We get Shiro floating with the scope honed in.
Here's the stew in the pressure cooker. They're going to get close, build the tension. Really comes down to the first person who peaks. Last time it was Jimmy up the ramp. Chopper took him out.
This time Chopper up towards Palace instead. You'll have Jimmy inside of the Palace.
Oh, what a move.
Shiro given just enough space to get around that box. Deals with his counterpart in Torji. Palace locked onto. Chopper tries to escape. Donk is on the scene. And he's not going to waste a moment here. It's blood in the water. Spinks with the answer. This is a 2 versus 5. Sent against them. Magic's back from behind triple. Spinks, a quad kill needed. 3 frags deep. 15 seconds.
The HE!
Oh, rock solid. A sigh of relief, well earned by MOUZ.
The one bullet made him just weak enough for the HE to get the rest of the damage in. How was he going to get the CT and get that bomb planted or get that kill without this? How?
All
Chopper.
that utility landing.
Yeah, Chopper played his spot perfectly. Lots of good damage here on Zontics.
Yep,
This might matter. Donk up to the plate, maybe for a final time. We'll see.
He's got to do something, right? The rounds he goes down are the rounds that seem to elude them.
Oh, just
Chopper,
more.
Shiro, there's no way they survive another. How many round losses? Spinks up onto the staircase. Torchy's going to crack it back open with the Tech 9. Remember, he's got that bomb.
They need to scale.
Spinks is going to find one. It's an up stock. No way they steal this. Magic slides and stops the plant.
Wait, there's time to plant. He's trying to catch the cross.
Spinks with another clutch attempt. Magic slides wide.
Quaid.
Quadruple OT needed. Nice to see the floor of Spirit rising to the occasion here.
It's not Dust 2, but it is Dusty 2.
Yeah. Feels like home. Oh, Brolin predicts the position of Zontics. Donk is going to have that answer, though.
That was a great call out. Donk, he
Jumps over the angles.
Yeah, they have Palace smoked. He's actually fine to do that. We got a very confident position out of MOUZ. It'll have to be Chopper again. He's actually been great at stopping these A attacks.
Oh, he's out. He's gone. Doesn't waste a moment to try to reposition. Jimmy nearly catching him as well, and that draws Shiro into the top of the stairs. Chopper's been under pressure for a while now. Double kill from Spinks to open up the site and to get over top of Donk's angle.
Didn't see a thing.
Has no idea how... Okay, what are you doing?
He thought because there was a jump across that there could have been vision.
Torgy playing Frogger. Jimmy down on the staircase. We go back even again. Magic's looking for yet some more late round impact. Double up for MOUZ over towards the ticket. But remember, they never saw Spinks cross, right?
Yes, that's right.
There's been vision on ticket this whole time, but the nade again.
Who needs to see him?
What goes around comes around for Spinks. Torzy, time to shine. Dodges the flash, turns back, clips Magic's wings, gets around the corner. Only a quarter, health left for Donk. Gets him out, gets him down, and puts Spirit back in the lead.
That's the guy with 23 HP switched back to the AK for that retake.
Shiro gonna crack it open. Brolin just got off the line. Oof, damn, would have been exposed if it was fully open. Does he not see him? He's gone unnoticed. Searchin just slipping the net of Shiro, trying to hold him back from Cat. And so B-side's looking real prime for the taking, but Bomb still floats bottom con. This is MOUZ with options.
He's still alive?
Donk and Shiro starts to recover the kills. We go 3v3. Brolin at the base of Connector with Bomb. They're trying to play off of Spinks.
They don't know about Zontics yet, do they?
Jimmy's got deep position inside of that B-site. He could try to come back, unravel it from Cat.
They're committing. They're going to commit.
30 seconds.
Are they going to clear this properly? That's the question.
Zontics in the corner. And this guy has done so much great work when he's allowed to go unnoticed. And still everything going south everywhere else. Spinks has got to be thorough, and he's not. A critical error that puts Brolin into the 1v2. He knows where they're at. Nate comes over, has time. Clears wide, gets the first on the site. Default now his. Chopper at a health disadvantage.
A Molly.
He's going to set him ablaze. Wide swing here from Brolin. Quick read position. Can't snap it. Chops him down to size.
It's perfect zoning. Gets him out of the only spot he could sit in. All about timing.
And they miss it again.
But look at Jimmy crawling. He might be setting up this exact same flash. They're coming into connector. Donk's playing inside of it this time.
It's heavy defense on A.
Everyone crosses by. Shiro now goes to guard the window.
Yeah, the climb up's there. Donk kind of caught off by the fact that Zershin's ahead of the smoke and Shiro just missed the climb up. Spinks is going to have a side turn to him, and he'll seize that opportunity.
Still just 2 on A.
Looking for one. One round on this T side gives MOUZ a little wiggle room, and Chopper bested by the player off of the top of the staircase. They found their opening. They have found their answer to this A site. 4 defenders in position. Slowly but surely, MOUZ put on the squeeze.
Wait a second.
But Spirit have make a map of this by pulling clutches from deep within that hat, and with fire at the feet of Jimmy yet again, he is forced to reposition. Magics, you've got nothing to lose here. Swing for the fences. And as the flash comes out from Ticket, he now knows both positions. It's just a matter of clearing Jimmy first. He starts to step wide. Magics collects his second. Goes to the top rope. He kills in this round. And he gets them. But yet again, it comes down to time. And he's got enough. Clean sweep in the fourth OTCT side.
Another retake clutch. Coming in on the lurk play. Brolin, can he cut him down?
It's heavy utility for Brolin. Xerxin cut off from it, can only offer supportive utility. Chucks out a little bit into the middle of the site. That's gonna stall them for a second. That gets Spinks active. Brolin still waiting for something to shoot at, and soon Shiro has this angle, bringing the off up with that bomb. Missed shots from Brolin. Man advantage here for Spirit. Xerxin pinned against the stairs, and Chopper's got his head. Clutch is the name of the game. And a 2v4 ask of MOUZ begins with Torji off of Ticket. Tries to go to the top of it all.
The jump though.
That's the miss out of Shiro, and the position offered over. Now Jimmy's gonna start to go for the swing. And Shiro's left some slack out here to be played with. This is gonna be Spirit trying to pitch them. Bomb planted over for Connector. And as long as Zonzix is alive, so Spirit! Countless rounds that would have lost the Mirage. Your reigning major champions defend. 7 clutch rounds out of 25 round wins for Team Spirit. I mean, that is a damning stat. Eesh, and Torji's not gonna have any fun in the pistol of map 2. Down at the hands of Magics. Good flashbang, kind of delays things for a second here. It affords MOUZ some positioning. You can see Brolin signing up for a fight. Here comes that counter utility, but it goes over top of him. He recovers with a couple of originally missed shots. Magic's the only player so far for Spirit to get any of these kills. This is an excellent answer. Spinks' Berettas chops him down. It is 8 health for Magics, looking for something else. Good moves by MOUZ to sign up for the fight on Long.
What an excellent answer back here for Long. Sometimes I just feel like they're, characters in an RPG building out their stats, and as they play these games, they build resilience and they show us what they can do. And Spirit won some more points, actually, even on that last one. Well, they snuck Chopper down. Oh, but he doesn't get his kill. Shiro, what? He's just collecting icons.
Okay, why not? I guess Donk comes out from the smoke. There's an AK out here on the field. Force buy for Spirit, looking good. You've got Spinks up from spawn to try to get the kill back. Him and Jimmy looking to combine, but it's Jimmy on catwalk soon.
Oh, awkward.
There's guns to be grabbed.
Yeah, and they're planning for Cat, but they're not playing for it.
That is huge. Grenade damage. The utility could be the key.
He got the kill.
No way. We need to see how Shiro kicked this off. No! That is 3 from Shiro. Scout in the first force of map 2.
You are joking with those frags. Wallbang, no scope, headshot through the smoke. Is that what we saw in the first kill?
What? What? I mean...
Oh, sorry. It wasn't a wallbang. It wasn't that impressive. Oh, my goodness.
Well, there's your wallbang.
Wow.
If Spirit can cut through this second map of the series in a very convincing fashion, then we know that they've got resilience. And minimizing mistakes is really what my eyes are focused on as Dust 2 goes on. So getting away from that tunnels push is one thing, but Chopper does get a little ahead of himself. He loves to go out through the mid doors, though, on Dust 2. So no surprise to see him take that fight, but be careful.
Running headshot.
The health is incredibly low here for both Donk and Shiro. Spinks gets tracked through the door, who robs the Mac 10 away. He gives that over to Xerxin.
Yeah, it's kind of pushing the defense a little bit towards A. Spinks will make that full rotation. Brolin comes to the door, so B site is looking ripe for the taking. And Brolin might be able to finish off this kill. Actually, a new one.
That is a rifle picked up as well for Brolin. We said it's all about minimizing mistakes, but they have already lost 2 players. Now all 3 remaining are low on health. Team Spirit waited back. MOUZ got into the action. Brolin sweeps him away.
Okay.
With an F4, and that is a much needed early answer here for MOUZ.
That's pretty incredible considering that first B push got shut down so easily.
Activity here top middle from MOUZ.
Torzy has so much responsibility. He knows they want him to take a fight, but oh, Shiro gets in a position early.
And it's low money, but it's still a strong set of weaponry here for Spirit.
Yeah, the offsets it all.
Xerxin starts to activate on that flank, and eventually we'll see if nobody watches, because right now Shiro's still trying to give support over top, but it looks like he's turned over, so
yeah.
Xerxin will have a hard job of getting out through those doors.
They have to kill someone on the front of the attack to get him to turn around.
It's very important here. Brolin sitting behind this temporary smoke. He decides to reposition as they get closer. Wide swing up from Magisk, and this starts to go swimmingly for Team Spirit. All is good. Lots of bodies inside that bomb site, not to mention flank in position.
On weaponry. Now the question is, can they all complement each other? That's what we're looking for in the B side.
Yeah, numbers is one thing, but not jumbling up. That's another. Great well-placed frag grenade for Chopper to have to deal with. We go down to 45 seconds. You know, Chopper threw out that mid-lurk smoke, trying to keep eyes trained towards the middle of the map.
He's right, though. There's no pushes coming in. You know, he can really try to make this look like a fake.
Here it comes. They're going to have to test that smoke. Now just barreling out into the site. Support from down beneath window. Second car player. That's what could catch them off guard. And here he strikes. Xerxin here to help. Triple kill instantly. They try to surpass him. Shiro finally gets in. But he's going to have to clutch this out with 2 health, as many HP as he has enemies. And you can see the confidence wavering. He's looking for a gun. Well, he finds a scout, and he knows that that one was limited. So well done by Xerxin to join up in the bomb site. And like you said, it's back and forth nature of the rounds, though. Keeping everything on the line, so momentum is not coming anytime soon.
Yeah, it's another risky setup, actually, but the spray is awful, and I don't normally say that about Donk.
99 damage for Shiro to have to deal with. And he doesn't have an op to lean on either. But if you can get that AK over to Chopper, he's got something more to work with. Chopper throwing a whole lot of grenades so far this half, but not getting any kills so far. Starting on 0, Brolin getting active. Magix wins the fight with a Galil over top of the M4.
Yeah, he's a long anchor, man. Hard to trick him on those pushes. That is a pretty long-range duel secured. I think Torzy gets spotted on this door peek.
This feels like a call to action, though, for MOUZ in middle. Just completely vacant B site.
They're running out of time to properly take long, but they can use Shiro to lurk, and no shot in for Torzy.
There we go.
Nice one.
Scout between the eyes. It's going to set them up for the door peek. Of course, you try to jump on a scout. What they don't expect is Jimmy to not be anchoring B. They don't expect that M4 pressed up against them.
They know there's only one on the A side.
Shiro, he's going to walk out long, and now the bomb is dropped. So this round fizzles out for Spirit. MOUZ find a way to do it.
Yeah.
That's Jimmy with a double, the Torzy scout kill that really draws them into Jimmy's hands. It's 3 rounds of loss bonus at the moment for them as well, so.
Man, this is crazy. They have 0 grenades at a minute 20 coming up long.
Flash goes down, interrupts the one wall player.
That's one way to do it.
Donk gets a headshot, and suddenly the round is alive. Xerxin's timing on the peak, though, catches him off guard. Magic scoops up that M4, so upgrades to be had. You've still got Shiro, though, back at a distance on the scout.
Again, 0 grenades. Oh, they have to take the fight, and they win it.
Why not? To hell with your utility, we've got the headshots.
Oh, and they picked up that molly from Brolin, I think, or from Xerxin on the site.
Take your nades and throw them back at you. This is Spirit seizing the moment with lesser guns.
So what do they know? They know they won last time. They took long with only losing 1 player.
Oh, this is sneaky stuff from Spirit.
Yeah, we got this crack spot. I mean, Xerxin just looks like he's chilling right now. He's going to see this, but
they're going to pounce on that. They like the timing here, Spirit.
Early goose setup, though, is interesting, but Xerxin dies.
Yeah, but he does get a lot of grenade damage, so we'll see if the other defenders can pick up the slack. Again, damage is one thing, but Spinks now pinned into the corner of Goose. Do they clear him?
So hard to get that molly off into the corner. They can't find it.
Nah, they're also waiting for this ramp peak, and the ramp peak comes first. That's what Chopper wanted. Eyes on Spinks. He delivers the headshot to Zontix. They know Chopper's still up here.
Man.
And with that bomb down over an elbow, the gusto of that cap push really falls apart. Magic's no 1v3 this time.
I love that, man. I love the MOUZ setup.
You know, suddenly we're in the dying moments of this first half, and MOUZ's CT size looking great.
Yeah, excellent.
Spinks is looking for some space towards top middle. He's going to find himself out here in the open. Happy to duel versus Chopper. Wins that one. Lower tunnel breaks it back. That's Donk on the prowl, looking for a little more. Perfect timing here from Brolin on the long flank.
Yeah, they came in to give it a check. They'll see the bomb goes down. It's really about the numbers, though. They can't protect that thing. Teams can get that back when they're ready.
Top middle off beat.
Oh,
What you
right
doing?
into that. Oh,
Hello?
I guess Hero saw Donk on top of the Xbox. No mid smoke was there.
Two defenders in position. Can't let their guard down about Goose. Again, Spinks has already kind of rocked them from this spot.
This would take perfect utility usage. Probably not going to happen. Let's see if they can.
Well-timed peek as well. Oh, the swing!
Whoa.
No way!
The spray transfer.
Just enough time. In the smoke he goes.
He goes for the good plant.
4 health. Jimmy's on the scene. He's got no utility that would kill Donk. And so you're going to give Donk a chance at an ace. I mean, this is unreal. Down to those final few seconds. It's a climb up. Jimmy spotted. Oh, and the gun is dry, so the reload now queued up, and he gets executed at the final hurdle.
Wouldn't that have been stylish? One bullet there when he tries to send the message.
Still plenty of room for improvement, and that improvement's coming off of the back of 4 hard-hitting players. Torji maybe has slowed down since map 1, but everybody else for MOUZ is here. So final attempt on this slow start of a T side for Spirit.
He's dug out a little gap for himself. Xerxes will dip out as soon as that flash loses its efficacy, and he survives it. This becomes a cat play, though.
They'll try to fluster the defense. Torji leans back. No slap shot over. Jimmy catches Zontic, so the mid lurks really haven't worked out well for Spirit. That's going to compromise Cat. Donk is going to go back to try to secure some sort of post-plant positioning, but it is long wrapped up for MOUZ already. First player over Xbox, instant headshot to 2 versus 5 in a post-plant. The final round of the half, and this is MOUZ just jumping on it. Okay, Jimmy. Quad kill from the Finn. An 8-4 half out of MOUZ, and just because Mirage was a nail-biter.
Oh, he'll come back a little late.
Oh, God.
You'll see a lot of things.
I mean, just a second ago, that was clear. You're not running, buddy. Xerxes puts a bullet to the back of his head, finishes it off. Shiro and Chopper close on smoke already, trying to get the climb, but there's also damage done within that smoke. Good chance for Chopper maybe to collect something. Zontix gets a lucky frag somehow, some way. Smoke is fading, and Team Spirit are coming back into this pistol just like MOUZ did to them.
Yeah, they're jumping up.
4v2 now. Brolin, what? Senses him in the smoke. He gets tapped out of it, and it's a single point of health for Spinks. Where are you, buddy?
So far away, 1 HP. They've got confirmation. They know they could get away with that. And, well, Brolin gets 2 crazy kills, but they don't bring that back. And the split starting to achieve its final complexion here with no eyes from the CT side. Very comfortable as Chopper on the outside of B, seeing these mid-cross smokes, and Magix, he shoots a little late.
Yeah.
Brolin takes him down. Shiro now alone.
30 health, he'll finish what Magix started, but a reposition here from Shiro is, I mean, the fact he gets away with that.
Yeah, and yeah, with that extra kill.
I mean, he gives up the sight, but that's fine. He's gonna be able to lock into this angle.
They don't have a smoke for the cross. They're throwing the bomb now.
Oh, it's kind of messy.
And Xerxes will be able to get on the site. This molly helps.
But at some point, he's gonna have to go for this plant. There's an incendiary still for Shiro. If he can do anything to get Xerxes out into the open.
Okay, it's planted long plat. Jimmy could come in at the end. We'll see if they need him.
Flashes over top. Missed chance here from Torsi. He goes back looking for damage, down with nothing. And this is already starting to get swept away by Chopper. That MP9 making money. Jimmy back along long. Dies at the hands of a swift retake from Spirit, but I can't help but wonder, what if Shiro... Zontic should be able to hang on to this. He still has got his incendiary, a frag grenade, a smoke, and he's going to answer.
Oh, that was nice. He actually threw it deep. Sometimes you throw it a little bit more shallow, and they try to throw that smoke that would land on top of it as well, but he kind of gets away with this big time.
Yeah, great damage. And then Zontix is going to take a spot inside the smoke, so if Donk doesn't kill everybody like he tends to do, big if.
Well, he almost didn't see anybody, but he damn sure did kill him. 5 for Donk, shutting down B.
The first ace on the big stage. Half points versus pistols. Still though.
He's got a lot of utility to try to delay. Let's see if they want to respect it or not.
It's also a question is how long does Jimmy take towards doors? Chopper's got to give some space over, putting a smoke down in front of the full hit. Jimmy now taking a test towards those doors, and Donk is leaning so far back. Magic's first point of contact. Brolin hits a zinger of a headshot, but that positioning inside of the pit
Such a great bait.
Donk catch Jimmy off guard. Great bait, like you say.
Yeah, 4v4. Lots of utility for the CT retake. Tees will have to fight a little bit.
Missed shot. Torzy goes back at it, catches Donk. Still another body over towards Long. MOUZ well aware of that one. And it looks like Zontic's already starting to forfeit this. So the positioning for Team Spirit, maybe hoping it was much more towards Long than Cat. If that bait set up from Magic really lets Donk shine.
There's that, and also Chopper doesn't get any kills.
And he bites his tongue for a second.
The more time on the round, the more likely this is to get cleared. You know, you're gonna skip stuff. But
he just slips past Brolin before Brolin can get any vision.
They're not gonna think about him at all now.
Multiple targets, back turn. He drops the Opper first, and that's gonna send Donk back into the site, but he also just dropped the bomb. This is Spirit really playing with the timing, but the spacing still goes the way of MOUZ. You've got Spinks out onto the platform. Donk dives the site.
That volley.
Spinks never sees it coming. And then on the doorway, the smokes continue to drop. So you have kept Spirit out of the sight, but they will fight for this tooth and nail. Bomb on the platform, 20 seconds.
Yeah, how are they gonna get this back, or how's Brolin gonna get this back? He's got 2 kills to his name, 15 seconds. Now, it's impossible now. They can just charge him one at a time. Let's see if they make a mistake.
Fake plant first, nobody bites.
Oh, you gotta be careful, you might die after time.
Down to 8 seconds, there's the swing, and they played that cool as ice.
Yeah. Didn't even waste that extra target. They had that 3-on-1. This could be a turning point. We're talking about no ops. MOUZ are really low. Brolin's really low.
Man, sliding between fire like that, down to 4 HP, and he still catches Chopper on the jump up, nade with his name on it. But look at this, sneaky stuff from Sershin. Slipped right through that mid-smoke. Now suddenly the hit is on, and Magic's better hold it alone. Tough stuff as he's concerned about Long, but Donk slipped out.
Dude, they run at him so quickly, 2-on-2.
Oh, good rebuttal here from Jimmy. Catching the kill down into the spawn. Looks like MOUZ has got another answer on this T side.
Oh my goodness, they're trying to end this round early, going to peek him. We've seen how many clutches that Spirit win.
I said it looks like another from MOUZ, but I forgot. Zontic's been so clutch, although he has not been nearly as hot here on map 2. He slides around this smoke. There is a chance that MOUZ have kind of lost track of where he's at. You see that with the cat smoke, just to guarantee he doesn't come through it, so he's playing with the timing here.
You know, he's so patient, and they're still looking.
And at some point, he's going to attack, and as he does, he just loses the duel. It's a chance in a head-to-head where Jimmy would not have instantly traded him.
If last round wasn't a turning point, this one is.
Yeah, you can talk about all their limitations, but what about Donk on 21 kills? M4 in hands.
What about Zontix versus a whole exact 5v1 on the site?
Yeah. You raise a valid point. He's going to duck in behind the cover, desperate for anything, and he will hold off with one.
Volley's not doing anything.
Crazy little bit of damage. Jimmy's going to keep it very swift on Donk, though. Instant headshot in the windowsill, and I'll call this the Spirit save. MOUZ are making a game of the second map.
Yeah, off the tac pause, actually, we got MOUZ going to the B site. 5v1 in there, perfectly avoiding everything Spirit wanted to set up to. They did not think this was going to take place. The read is perfect from MOUZ. An 11th round will be secured. And Magic's, I think he just wants to grab a gun that he can find in the window. Let's see if he can get away.
Yeah, honestly, save that. All's good. Problem is, door wide open. Here's your timing, but he missed it. No way to have known. He'll drop Spinks at least, chipping away at their money, but if anything, it's the economy of Spirit that really needs some kind of stable base.
Yeah.
But MOUZ have been playing against the numbers this entire time in Austin. We are 1 round away from this series going to Nuke, a map that Spirit have not beat MOUZ on all year long, despite the 2 efforts. And already up this catwalk, MOUZ are wasting no time to get this final blow, and look at them get caught off guard. I'm sorry, Spirit look lost.
Yeah, they do, and they don't have anything to fight back against this. I don't see a retake coming in with 3 MP9s. This could be the end of Dust 2.
Hard reset in between the maps for MOUZ.
1 upgrade comes in for Magic's. He's the important player here coming in from Long.
Another smoke in front of the 3 players, and you know Spinks, if given the chance,
Torzy watching this.
he will lurk for that final blow. Sershin off of the cover, quick reposition, back at the fight, gets another headshot. Finally something out of Team Spirit here. Magic's
No way.
Again, they will fight for every round, but this is a 10-second defuse and they cover.
You're kidding.
The clutch rounds begin, folks. 2v4.
Say though, T-side reads have been excellent for MOUZ.
Yes.
They've been picking the right timings to peak things.
But if they try to commit now, there's players and utility to keep them off this A site. Shiro blinded. Second player tucked in over on Goose, plus Chopper within that smoke, covered off by Magic.
Oh, what a save.
Steps up again.
All the way down to the last bullet there for Magix.
Some sort of an answer back. Still plenty of time for this round to be clawed back. You overstepped. You took a chance. And MOUZ now have deep control of middle thanks to Spinks.
He was looking for this lurk before.
This CT side never really had legs to stand on. MOUZ have seized the opportunity to shut down. Smoke over towards the B site. Spirit's economy bottomed out. MOUZ in Austin is all about resilience. And after a crushing defeat on Mirage, they step up to that same test. They do it again. Let's get rowdy! All weekend long. Fast play into the A site. Waste no moment. Magic's already taken off down from the top of the hut. Donk over towards the other side of the vents. Peeks in. Can't get a third with the one mag. And it Spinks down lower B. But guess what? You don't have a bomb.
They don't care. They don't care if he wants to run away, if he wants to try something new. You can leave Spinks. He has to find a way to get back to this bomb to make this possible. Donk with 2 clean shots from that opposite vent. Feels like it's the 2 that sealed the deal. Entering through mini, well, that might be quite obvious. Spinks got to have perfect pre-aim here to hit the headshots.
That's great Overwatch. They start to reconsider options, though. You get Zontix to go take a look towards lobby. Confirmed now, of course. Spinks over towards main. Pinned against the wall. Double swing to the other side.
Ooh.
Full control here for Spirit, despite MOUZ's best efforts of frazzling them out of the gate. Donk slipping around outer. They're already getting real dangerously
they
close.
did not hear this.
Push.
And he runs out of ammo, I think, right there.
Spinks jumps on him, only has 6 health left. Should have been an easy cleanup. Should have. But instead, Magic's the second victim here of Spinks.
It's an early mistake, but they get a kill back. Spinks on 6 HP.
Completely vacant. Spinks still deep outside as well. They'll go through the motions with the utility, but there is no chance for Spirit to stop this bomb plant. That's for damn sure, especially if Spinks controls the ladder.
I was thinking maybe they're going to go try to split with Spinks into the ramp, but no, they just picked the perfect site, open, clean rounds. I mean, I don't think they're going to even try this retake with the op in play.
All right, Spinks, triple kill so far. The limitation of the health doesn't seem too big of a problem for him to deal with. And seeing Shiro head back for ramp to try to get the save. Zontic's gonna get mowed down as Jimmy gets aggressive outside main.
Spinks survived that nade.
And so MOUZ have an early answer here, folks. 4 rounds into play, first T round win found, and there is no guarantee that Shiro gets to heap this off. Pressure's on early for Spirit. They get swept away. Quad kill for Spinks.
Wow, on 6 HP. Just looking comfortable, like he's played on the team for a long time. But he really hasn't been the story of the match so far for MOUZ.
Oh, beautiful duel from Torzi. We get the first real set of support for Donk. We get an op duel instantly. Donk's gonna pick it up. Give a taste of his medicine right back to Torzi, but he doesn't control the secret stairs, which means Xerxion's got a chance to take a look down lower. Zontic's already down here to try to deal with it.
Yeah, they're spotting it. I mean, there's 2 cross smokes. They have to be paranoid about them. Let's see about this duel, Xerxion.
A little sloppy.
Perfect peek there from Zontix, and they find a lot of space outside. The walls are coming in around them. They don't know it yet. Technically, there's still a good move here to be made if they can figure it out.
Hello. Fire from the depths and a hold from the back of the site already here for Magic.
Wow.
Great clean rifle work on his behalf. Spinks, star of the show 1 round ago, now has to do it in a clutch. Same amount of frags that he offered up 1 round prior. He's got the time to do something special here. Or if not, it is Spirit to answer after MOUZ's first round win. A hard economy reset. Oh, he can't afford this. Frag into the heavens. Still nobody actually pouncing on him. He does try to reposition, and within that, it is Donk with a double kill on an op. Incendiary in hand for Magix. He's going to drop that on Hut. Should cut off Jimmy, but more attention outer first.
This is a crazy risk from Shiro. They could be in big garage.
Oof, he gets away from it. Now that position in garage is occupied by Spinks. Jimmy's going to get bested inside of lobby. Chopper's got a good chance to reposition, carve out some information. What they can't do is hold back Heaven.
Yeah.
That belongs to MOUZ. Soon enough, Brolin arrives, and Donk seems pretty damn prepared for this peak. We'll see if he can hit the headshot. We'll see if Brolin jumps the gun. But it's not just Brolin, Spinks, and now Torzi brings Bomb up here with him. It is a pack of players versus Donk at 20 seconds.
No one there to catch this. Donk waiting from beneath. They have the right setup. Will they get the kills?
Looks good so far between Magix and Donk. The first two there. Torzi's up, brings it back. Chopper, oh no, Chopper. He lets the site get compromised from behind.
And there's time to go get this bomb down. You just got to die for it.
He's got it.
It'll get planted.
Extra second. There to bring it back. Zershan knows, but that bait perfect for Chopper. Why, after coming through Hut, would Zershan ever expect somebody inside Squeaky and then another?
That was fantastic from Spirit.
Talk us through it. Chopper finds a small piece of Sanctuary top Hut. Fire doesn't burn it all out. We got Tech 9s across the board for MOUZ. Trying to get Jimmy down the vent. That mission goes well. And it pulls Zontix off of ramp, which then just leaves space for MOUZ to vacuum up. He's gonna hear this approach, drops the bomb in the process. Tech 9 tapped out by Spinks, well done. Chopper doesn't know about Jimmy. Seems to have let his guard down. And so all of a sudden you've got rifles getting picked up by MOUZ, and their answer, their second round win comes by way of pistol.
Ooh, they caught the tempo. This was such a good spot for Spirit, but now they won a round while they were saving. They do this with a split to lower. They get a committed player on the ramp, and Chopper has no idea about anything coming in from Secret. So I don't know if this wasn't calm to him. They had absolutely no idea, but this is a round where you can't justify that. Last round, you know, T's get smokes on the crosses. It's more hard to peek outside, so the CTs might not be able to fight him. But here, what's your excuse? You know, at worst, it's Tech 9s coming across. At worst, you should be able to at least know who crossed.
We kind of lose track of Jimmy downstairs, just from an observing point of view, because Zontix is so under pressure.
Did he? Yeah, I don't.
Double doors was open.
All the utility outside designed to block and obfuscate your vision, turn you around to make you rotate. And they get by him.
Ooh, do they get by him, or does he sneak behind them?
Oh!
Ops hanging on here. Shiro with a critical double kill.
Wow,
that
became
just
a
sets
trap.
up Donk perfectly to sweep down that last one. So we go 4v2. A recovery mission yet again out of MOUZ.
It feels like they know every tactic that's coming. The timings they're taking. Zontix will also run into one. Bomb gets dropped. And that'll be 6 rounds here. Unless Jimmy can start teleporting again. I don't know if MOUZ have enough new stuff to show. This might be the problem for Spirit when we get into the second half. Again, these guys have shown so much against each other in overtime nuke games.
If it wasn't for the T side back on Mirage, where we saw a lot of different looks out of MOUZ as that T side went on.
Yes, I'm gonna say this is a brave call because stylistically it's matched up to the rounds that haven't worked.
Right.
Now let's see what Cyclone has brought to this round.
Oh, exposed. Zershan just a sitting duck. Donk can sense you through the smokes. Turns back. No! He is an animal.
He's like a spinning top here. This is insane from Donk. Second kill he doesn't even see. This was like the first time we saw him play nuke back at Kato.
Every single fight that's come his way this round, an instant kill.
He not only knows how he wants to attack, he knows how you're going to try to attack.
Now the offer's trying to get at him. Jim Pat from the top of main catches Donk off, but Donk is not alone.
They haven't countered him yet.
Support is right there for him. And you said it. It was a brave call to go back to what wasn't working a round ago.
Yes, and they did. They killed them the exact same way.
Sir.
They revealed their positions. They caught them going slow outside. The tack fails.
Flash out towards ramp. Shiro, though, again, I mean, this has got shades of what went badly last time, except a little more support. Opper's gonna get gunned down. You've already got Chopper down on site. They are doing this again. Donk slides out from single. Plenty of targets to fire at, and none of them go down.
Combined, they have less health than Magix here. This will be corroborated. How did MOUZ avoid him? I'm sure they assume a rotate is coming in. And even though they're low on HP, they're using vision to their advantage. They keep Torzi back. He's getting information.
Magix knows he's got to get it active.
they're actually, are they going to re-aggress? Jimmy floating up and down.
Nah, they're sending Spinks upstairs. He's going to find a vacant site, and then all is good because the bomb's right with it, while selling some utility to Magix. At least that's what they could do.
Yeah, I mean,
Spinks is now up in the rafters of the A site just to confirm it, and still there's plenty time.
Yeah, he can get into a really great spot, and
they're gone.
They can follow up behind this. Ooh, that was a moment where Donk could have literally killed them all. He was so close. All the other rounds that have failed where they've been systematically picked apart when they're coming through with what looks like these cool defaults that are, you know, really mysterious, and you have no idea what their end plan is. They've just fell flat.
I think for the rest of this half, 2 rounds left to play out. To hell with the strategy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Play with a little fire.
Get a little scrimmy, honestly.
Yep. It is straight up aggression down that ramp. It's opened the rounds twice.
It's almost as if
2 ramp room Tech-9 rushes. That's what makes up 2/3 of this half so far from MOUZ. But Chopper looks to step into the lobby, pays the price.
that looked a little crazy because he clearly spotted and got spotted, right?
It's wild that it's Spirit who are still playing with a bit more aggression. MOUZ happy to just lean back again and again and allow for this fight to come to them.
MOUZ
got no test outside. He's down secret now.
Yeah, if he goes down secret though, and they're up here, unless they do a vent dive, they're gonna run through the hardest possible route. We'll see if they can take out Zontix. That'll be step 1.
He changes it up. Instead of playing in ramp where he can get run down, he plays in trophy where he's able to peel 2 players off this. So he puts Spirit back into the even man.
Xertion's too late to protect events. They get to rotate down. Will they find him? That's the question.
Looks like Donk has slipped beyond. Into the single door he'll go. His teammates eventually coming to join him.
But they are not pushing yet.
Now they route through over towards control, so it's control stairs for Torchy. No cover on the plant. Oh, he gets him off.
Wow, he knows he gets a full spray off. It's 2-on-2 now, and they have to get the bomb. Astralis plant here in the back of the site.
Gonna be full exposed. A flashbang to try to get them out. Somebody's got to crossover, pick up that bomb and plant. And there are 2 sets of prying eyes from Spirit trying to hold off from ramp. It is not yet a retake. Ball is in MOUZ's court as they both decide to push up. But now they've been corralled.
They're gonna have 2 hands busy.
And as that plant comes down, Torchy gets a kill. He gets them both.
Wow.
Not with the yacht, but with the rifle. Great recovery out of MOUZ.
Yeah, what a save. I can't believe Donk knew that he could get away with the full spray. Every bullet in, and he set his team up for a really strong position at the retake. Zontix assisted after these kills came down. But that's amazing. Honestly, like, you would come in spray if you don't get the kill. 0 kills for Brolin, 1 kill for Xertion, but they still managed to get 4 rounds.
You said 5 is par for the course.
Yeah.
Well, what do? They're going to take this one to the ramp room. Here's that aggression we wanted to see. Zontix, though, shuts it down! Way too easy as they emerge out through the smoke. Magic's willing to run the risk of stepping through the flames. And so trying to tap back into the energy that the Tech-9s were able to tap into, but this one comes up Spirit. It is 4 rounds on a T side.
If we want to believe that they can actually take this.
Both Brolin and Xertion are going to have to dig deep into their souls to find a way to play better on the CT side. 1 kill between 2 players on this team.
That's a gap found.
Spinks is going to get the first blood in the second pistol, trying to get another one over towards Squeaky, while his teammates all wait for a piece of the action. Spinks gets another, and suddenly this starts to look real good for MOUZ. 5v2 is comfortable. We can talk about Donk all night long, but right now it is Spinks that is keeping MOUZ's hopes alive at the major. Yeah. Xertion's Berettas step up to the plate. 1 frag left in the form of Shiro, and he'll bite back ever so slightly, but he is done for. MOUZ start with a much-needed pistol round win. Spirit's chance to shut down any hopes MOUZ has instantly. Xertion tucked in. He's got Torchy to try to draw attention. As far as frag grenades go, it's just Xertion. He's burning. Still, Donk steps up to the fight.
Yeah.
They go 1-1.
He didn't even need to. Xertion would not have been able to get out of there. Maybe with 1 HP jumping down, that's what he was worried about, but Xertion happy that he went and peeked him.
Thing is, Xertion saw nobody else, and then just as quickly as Donk dies, 3 players from Spirit slip down secret.
Yes, and there is no move here from the CT side to get lower. And this is information Torzy thinks that he has for his teammates. Brolin's coming in a little late to ramp. Spirit, they probably have a suspicion that they're in a good spot, but they don't have to split, so they do have to go a little slower. They can still be event presence. They know that ramp hasn't been dealt with, and they don't know if they've been spotted 100%.
Brolin a little bit worried about the approach. Still taking a little glimpse out through those ramp doors.
Looks like they're just trying to make this a quick fake.
Utility in the top. Missed Molotov out of Zontix. That's not going to sell anything. Brolin tries to get some damage in. That's the bomb spotted back behind the pillar. Chopper's going to prioritize plant. Good to go. Hands back on the gun. Brolin in the open. And he's going to get a little more damage in, but Chopper gets the better of him. Now the headshots come out for Spirit.
Okay.
And with that bomb plant, they're starting to cement themselves. Torzy to draw it back with 1 kill already. We are talking about low health on both Magix and Chopper, and a great swing out from Spinks. Zontix has got to somehow get into the action. That wallbang drops him down. Spinks, 10-second defuse in the cover. 1 second comes
He got
up,
off it.
gets the kill, and he's cut down one short. Spirit, hang on. Brolin trying to get away from the util. Still without a kill.
This one's expensive.
Spinks turns back around. Shiro on the edge of the smoke. Surgeon's gonna try his hand to test them, and he stops at least one extra player from adding themselves to that site.
They don't get the quick plant down. They refresh the smoke. Xerxion's looking to be a pest here, seeing if he can interrupt this.
Ooh, looks like they're coming through fast. Already out from heaven. And now the bomb planted. Zontix down beneath. Guns empty. MP9's got it. That is a double from Jimmy. Critical moves out of MOUZ, and they make them fast.
Yeah, they used a solid fundamental play there. 3 players ready to go for the retake. Xerxion says, give me the sign. I'm pushing through the smoke, and 1 person is planting. Everyone's chips are on the table, all in from both sides. Every dollar invested.
Massive round right here, right now. The 17th has real implications.
They missed
They're going to catch them in a bad boost. No way they recover this right. Brolin, his first kill of the entirety of map 3. Overwhelmed by the tenacity of Spirit, but the op is online in the hands of Torzy. The fadeaway, the fallback, the flashbang to give him space.
Oh, that's such an important angle that he took. He got that 1 kill, 3v3 now. The 2 rotations downstairs don't matter as much. Spirit were about to cheat and get upstairs.
This is interesting position. Xerxion and Zontix have kind of swapped sides.
But Zontix should be able to tell them that he's pushed something.
They could just go ahead and avoid this. They could walk out hut, and they could take that site. And while Xerxion's still unknown to them, Torzy's holding this angle. He gives it up, and he gives it up. And as he does, they start to cross. And then Zontix gets vision of that anchor over in Squeaky. Smoke goes down. Op shot missed. Magic's planting, and Zontix is not going to waste a moment.
Yeah, very smart from Zontix. He knows there's no way to swing out on that low HP. It's going to have to once again be something crazy for the CT side, and I don't know if they're in a spot to do it.
Do they save?
It was too expensive this round. Everybody pushed all in. And MOUZ failed the boost. When we go back to Mirage Man, it was moments of mechanical errors, a little bit of fog with, double smoking or missing something or leaving a bomb. It was those things that eventually caught up to MOUZ that we didn't see Spirit do. And here, they couldn't achieve the setup they were looking for.
Quite honestly, the buy is not as horrendous as it could have been for MOUZ. Still, double MP9s and Torzy on the op. You want to be the leader of this team? You want to rally the troops, then pull off something magical here and now. Fast reaction into Donk. Jimmy's going to take a step forward, bringing the fight to Spirit. Sure, Zontix trades back, but it's not an open ramp. Spinks lingers, man advantage here in the hands of MOUZ with all the money yet again on the line.
And they know the op is rotating around the back. Magic's probably in a hard spot to find.
Looking for it as Zontix takes over Brolin.
Oh, what a shot!
Great headshots coming out of Torzy.
Pop the cap right off him. Shiro and Zontix left alone.
It's a critical 18th round for the cash flow of MOUZ.
Nice to say Torzy's name again. Critical component of their success.
Spirit playing with the clock. Time is a resource in Counter-Strike.
And you know that Spirit use it well. We've seen them in low number spot. They are by far the better team.
Clock hits 40, and you can see Spinks starting to second guess down beneath him. Oh, he could be exposed, but instead he gets the greatest timing. Just perfect from Spinks shaves them off, and he has been the saving grace of MOUZ so far.
All the responsibility on his shoulders last time. He could bear the weight.
There was much more team play from Spirit's CT side, outer. Donk had all the help he needed, but maybe Torji doesn't need it at all. He's gonna find Shiro, wins the duel in the head-to-head, damage through to chip away at Chopper.
That's such a massive find here. This one's to tie up.
Utility's low for Spirit, not ideal.
Torzi multiplying his presence. He's over at ramp now.
If they do truly end lower, there is no smoke to cover that plant, so you damn well need some ramp control, and it's not coming.
And this lower crawl only has 2 players. They've got one back in lobby. This is a really simple looking round. I mean, Spirit are gonna have to do something absolutely insane to pull this back.
2 flashes and a frag, both sides of that lower site. Magic still yet to join forces. If he can win this fight, he finds timing. Oh, the perfect timing.
No head armor there on Spinks. He gets popped like a grape.
Still downstairs. Donk takes a look up, and Sershin's gonna catch him. No entry allowed on that A site. Chopper's head left spinning. Completely canceled out from this lower bomb site, hoping it's open, and he'll get the op off the angle. A little bit of extra money would do him some good, but they're gonna gun him down. MOUZ have tied this game.
What have we got to say? You see the relief from Torzi.
This is 4 rounds in a row without Spirit even finding a bomb plant. This T side has come up dry. Ever since the momentum that was going back and forth has found itself firmly in MOUZ's hands. Missed shot from Torzi.
Yeah, and a punish here from Donk.
Look at him loosened up though. Trying to take the fight to Secret. Spinks so ready.
Perfect hold, no chance to even adjust.
Silver lining here for Spirit as they will take over ramp. They've got another avenue of attack, and at the moment the defense doesn't look too ready. Brolin, difficult to hold this back, especially with 3 kills to your name, and he has missed the timing.
Oh, he leaves the post. He's overstressed. He doesn't even realize it, but he's watching 2 positions. But here's Jimmy. Does he have to let this go? Brolin, you gotta watch something.
From both sides, Jimmy gotta step it up. He's got Sershin to work with, and the attack's still on out from heaven. Here on high, Sershin able to hold it back. That is brute force from Sershin. Because the comeback in this series from MOUZ is so real. 2 chances to close out. They failed to end it with 4 on Mirage. They got Dust 2 over the line, and Brolin tries to step it up in the dying hour of Team Spirit. 3 kills for MOUZ. Shiro all that's left. And a deagle shot to give Spirit the smallest piece of hope. He plays this silent to 30 seconds, and he currently has separated 1v1s, but if the cover's not good, then the bomb wouldn't have gone down. But Spinks decides not to make his move. Double door swung. Shiro back exposed, doesn't know it, hiding in the corner. Spinks is gonna find him! And by God, they've done it! The